Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. We had Deku, and we also had Mina. These two, they were trying to look a bit more into the conspiracy that exists on Earth right now. Aliens have renewed activity here, and Deku and Mina, the two tried to go to the plumbers to find out what was happening, but information was being hidden from Deku and Mina. And Deku, he found this to be very odd. Usually information is not hidden to him. He is sent out to respond to it, or he's at least told more about the situation. His grandfather being a magister does help give him certain clearance, even though it really shouldn't. Now, his grandfather's missing, and somebody inside the base told them the plumbers might be compromised. They sneakily handed over a holodisk that Izuku later watched and got information from. They can't rely on the plumbers because they might be, well, in the best way of saying it, on their own. Now, Deku and Mina decided to call in a friend of theirs, Kai Green. Kai Green is a fellow plumber of theirs, somebody who the two haven't seen in a while, and it's nice to see her again. And Mina was a lot more concerned. She thinks that Kai being here is a bad idea. She expressed to Izuku that Kai could be compromised or even not know what's happening. Or she could be, quote unquote, burned as well. And that was really just an excuse. Kai was happy to be here. It's been a while since these three have all been together on a team again, and it's quite nice. Though she was happy to see Mina, but she was more surprised to see Izuku. I mean, he's grown a lot since the last time they met. Now, with that being said, the three, they currently are trying to understand what's happening, and they have been trying to scope out the docks, the location where this deal might be going down. The information they were given did not tell them much, but it told them enough. Now, currently, Deku, Mina, and Kai, the three, they do sit there in the ship, and their instruments have not picked up anything. I mean, it's just been nothing. They came here yesterday, and there was nothing. They came here the day before yesterday, and there was still nothing. The deal's supposed to be going down, but you think that they'd come by, scope out the scene, and set things up. At least know the routes, the locations. But no one did. And that was an issue. And currently Deku, he does sit atop the spaceship, him swinging his leg as he is sipping from a Mr. Smoothie cup. And right now, he's got a lot going through his head. Kai and Mina are inside. They're watching the monitors, making sure the sensors, they pick up something. Meanwhile, he's just thinking about it a lot. He's looked at the Omnitrix and tried to study it a bit more. I mean, if he's right, this thing has definitely changed. No timeout warning. No, well, way of really knowing what's in here. So, he's back down to 10. Though, he does miss a few of those aliens. But let's see. Deku tapping down. Him going to look at a few of them. Turning the dial and seeing Jet Ray. Turning it again and seeing Swamp Fire. Turning it again and seeing Goop. And Deku, he is trying to think. He knows what three of these aliens can do. He knows their power so far. But he's trying to think more on that warning his future self gave him. And Izuku, he laments on those words. You'll have to convince them. But who is them? And that's the biggest thing for Deku right now. But meanwhile, let us actually cut to inside, where Kai and Mina, the two, they have been monitoring the situation, and they haven't found anything. Now, Mina just sit there staring at the monitor, And Kai does so gonna swing herself in her chair and throw her hand down onto the consoles, asking Mina if anything has changed over the last couple years. Hmm? Uh, not really. What do you mean? I mean, the last time I saw you guys, we were all doing some plumber training. I mean, that was before you guys went out to space, right? I mean, we all met whenever we were 11. Then there was the training over the summer when we were all 12. And I think I was doing my own thing or I was on a mission when I heard you guys went out to space. Yeah, it's been a bit busy. I'm sure it has. But I mean, come on, what did you guys do last summer? Hmm? Oh, um, me and Izuku didn't meet up last summer. Okay, what about over the summer then? I didn't see him. Really? So you and him haven't seen each other in over a year? Uh-huh. Are you gonna look at the console? Oh no, no, you're looking at the console. Besides, there's a warning set up. We'll know if anyone's approaching. Any vehicles or anything. The ship's linked up to the, well, database down there. If anything comes in or out, we'll know. Mina actually just won't turn her head. Her gonna look at Guy. So you're telling me we're watching these monsters for nothing? No, there's an actual reason. We're assuming they're gonna be coming in illegitimately. So we're watching the monitors in case there's actually action that's not recorded by the system. Though, that's more likely not going to be the case. Hmm? What do you mean? Well, if these guys are legit, then we'll see them come in the legit way. We'll see the deal go down, or we'll see them head to the warehouse. If that's the possibility, we just go get Izuku. And if they're illegit, then we know that they're a bit more bold. They'll conduct things like this all the time, where they'll just set up a location and pop up and go. It also does mean that they're harder to track. Though, if I was a betting girl, what would my money be on? So what do you think? Illegit or legit? Which way might they go? Um, I don't know. Honestly, if we're dealing with some well-known guys like the Forever Knights, maybe they're trying to do the legit thing, stay undercover and use a shell company. Something that they can just get rid of quickly after they use it. Send it somewhere else or maybe use it somewhere else. It kind of does fit their MO. Ooh, you guys dealt with the Forever Knights? A few times. Though, if they are legit, that gives us a lead, then at least gives us a bit of a lead. Hmm. Right, right. So, can I ask a question? What is it? Mina gonna sigh. Her already dreading the answer. So, you and Izuku, after so long, you guys didn't talk? You guys didn't speak about anything interesting? No, we didn't. Oh, your crush go away? I. It's not like that. Oh, what do you mean? Kai a bit more intrigued. It's just. I don't know. Izuku and I, we've always been friends. Our training was sort of the same way. Ever since that summer, we just got used to working as a team. We can work alone or together. And I don't know. I want Izuku to see me that way, but I don't know if he does. I mean, he has called me cute before, but I think he was just messing with me. He thought it'd be funny. You never know. I know, but we just. I thought it would be a conspiracy. We're freaking out and being paranoid, and hey, we all sit down and have a gross dinner. Honestly, I kind of miss some of those stuff. Was it the frog legs? I actually did kind of like those. They were good. Though you thought you'd have a chance to ask Zuko out. Or was it the other way around? It was sort of the other way around and what I hoped for. But I don't know. You got any advice? Not really much I can tell you. Though, probably just be direct with him. Be direct? Yeah. I mean, I talked to him yesterday on monitor duty. Not much changed. Tomorrow night, maybe if no one shows, we can go. Now, Deku, he actually comes running back inside. Him talking about it. He heard some noise down by the docks. He's pretty sure something is going down. And the two do get a turn. Currently, Mina gonna stare at the screen and seeing some of the Forever Knights. Though the system didn't go off. And that's not good. Her gonna turn and look at Kai. And Kai is gonna shrug. Her gonna jump up and talk about it. As Deku, he himself does a turn. Him gonna run out of the ship as currently he has to do one thing. He brings his hand down to the Omnitrix. Him bringing his hand up and tapping down onto it. As currently Zuko, he has to transform. And we do actually cut down by the docks. Where Deku, he's gonna fly down. Him gonna land on a truck and gonna stand. Him gonna go tangible, talking about it. You know, they really shouldn't be taking that stuff. Though, he'll just let them chill. Now, the people are gonna turn. Them gonna actually see Izuku as they do a turn and break open their crates. Currently gonna gain access to the weapons. And Deku, he's gonna breathe in, but we're gonna breathe out, blasting ice directly covering the Forever Knights. And Izuku, he actually gonna go intangible down and into the truck. Him gonna actually turn and grab the Forever Knight as he's to bring his hand up. Him grabbing their head and smashing it directly down into the steering wheel. Ash and the mask is gonna break. And Deku, he doesn't see the Forever Knight turn into a DNA alien. And that does make him a lot more alarmed. Deku can actually grab the alien and throw him directly through the window. As right now, he isn't blasting through it. Now, Deku, he actually has to fly back out. Him bring his hand up and gonna actually blast more and more ice covering all the aliens. And there's somebody, they are not happy. As they go to yell out, "Yo! What are they doing messing up his deal?" And Deku, he does get a turn and look down. Him seeing, no way. Now, the person is to stare up at Deku, and they're going to stare at the symbol directly on his chest. Him. Now, Bakugo is going to bring his hand down. Him placing it on the concrete and going to transform. As currently there actually is Mina and Kai, both the two coming to run up. And currently Kai is going to bring up her weapon. And Mina is going to stand there. Her throwing her hand out, and we're going to grab Bakugo directly in her construct. And Kai is going to step forwards. Her going to walk out in front of Bakugo as Bakugo is going to stand there. Him trying to absorb and break free. However, whatever this stuff is, he can't absorb it. And that does mean quite a lot. Now, Bakugo, he has to sit there. Deku going to actually land down to the ground and walk up. What are you doing back on Earth? Deku going to step forwards. I thought you were lost in space. Right. You mind telling her to loosen up? A bit snug, you know? Now, Deku's going to turn to Mina, telling her to loosen up a bit. And right now, Mina, she actually at least lower her output. Her going to actually focus more on the spell. And it does give her better control over Bakugo. And now Bakugo, he has to take a breath in. Him yelling at Izuku. He got back to Earth with no help from him. Besides, he's changed a bit. Changed? You're telling me you've changed after trying to kill me. Now, Kai's gonna turn. Who is this guy? Long story. I'll tell you about it later. Now, Deku, he actually does go stare at Bakugo. Him gonna transform back into a human. him staying there as Blocko talks about it. Huh, not much changed. Hair get longer? No, I cut it. Nice. Anyways, you mind letting me go? You already messed up my deal. Besides, that tech is level 3. Earth is level 3. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure that stuff might actually be level 5. Right. Level 5. So what do you want? Me to pay the fee, or you're just gonna throw me in the negative zone? Send me to jail? Come on. Just tell me already. Now, the goose stares at Bakugo, asking who his buyers were. The Forever Knights. No, they weren't. What are you talking about? They're the Forever Knights. Besides, they didn't pay me yet. Deku staring at Bakugo, bringing his hand up. Whatever is happening right now, he's got to understand. These things might be involved. If Bakugo has any shred of decency for this planet, he'll do one thing. He'll understand. The plumbers are compromised, and he's pretty sure these things have something to do with it. There is a conspiracy happening here on Earth, and this might be the start of an invasion. Invasion? You serious, Earth? Yeah, Bakugo. Listen. If you know anything, tell us. Otherwise, I'll put you in the negative zone myself. I'll make sure you're sent to a prison. Bakugo's gonna think. And he does get a freeze. If Izuku is telling the truth, then maybe it's a good idea to try to help. Maybe give him the information, make the cash back later, do something. I mean, he has his mom, and that's reason enough to care about this fucking planet. Listen, I don't know anything. Really. You're lying. You need to move forwards. And bring your hands up. Telling Bakugo. She can shake him around a bit. How about that? Since her powers were so useless last time. You're still with Pinky? Pinky? The hair? Huh. She's my friend. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. Listen. They're gonna turn. Him gonna walk over and bring his hand up. Him gonna actually cover his hand with his shirt as it actually smash directly into the ice. Currently the ice gonna break as Deku, he has actually roll his shirt back down and gonna actually put it back over his head. Now, the alien, it doesn't lay there pretending to be a human. The mask still covering his face. And Deku doesn't bend down, grabbing the alien, which is unconscious, as I bring his hand down and pull off the mask. Him holding it up and turning around to Bakugo, dragging the alien over and tossing him on the ground. And Bakugo does a stare down. Oh. Shit. Right. Listen, I don't know anything about that. Mina bring her hand up, and going to actually try and read Bakugo's mana. She thought about using a spell to look into his mind. Maybe check everything. But, I mean, being in his head, not a good idea. He was pretty crazy. And that does say quite a lot right now. She doesn't trust Bakugo. But Deku's a little bit more on the fence. They need Bakugo. They don't have access to the plumber's usual technology, nor their usual routes of information. But if Bakugo is doing deals like this and he can find these people, he must have stuff they want. I mean, if he helps them stop the invasion, maybe he could be better. But should he trust him? They don't got a lot of options, do they? Now, Deku, he does make Bakugo an offer. Help them. Excuse you? Help us. Listen, we're pretty sure there's going to be an alien invasion. Plus, I mean, You don't really want to be a bad guy, do you? It's not your style, Bakugo. They're changed a lot. You still got your powers. You could do some good. I mean, not be part of the Heroes United stuff, but maybe be a plumber? You seriously think plumber? That word, I've heard it before. You probably do recognize it. You're Asmosian, right? How do you. Yeah, listen. It's a whole thing. I've done my homework. I know what you are, and I get your abilities. Power makes you go crazy. So, here's an offer, Bakugo. Help save Earth. Help protect your mom. Help us. Maybe we can get you to be a plumber. What do they do exactly? Now, Deku doesn't give an explanation. And Mina, she's a lot more intrigued. It does make some sense, but she's also worried about the danger. Yeah, they can take on Bakugo, but I mean, just keep him away from the Omnitrix and with her access to magic, yeah, no, she can take him. She's confident in that. I mean, they have Kai with them too. And Kai's got some pretty good training. Now, with that being said, Bakugo, he does try to talk to all of them. He's willing to help, begrudgingly, of course. And right now he doesn't talk about it. He's gonna go back to his car. He'll bring it around and they can probably track someone down. I mean, if they're after tech, he's still got the tech. And with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoy. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.